Hey guys, Rubik's Cuber 88 here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys an updated video of how to solve the 2x2 using the Ortega method. Roll the intro. Okay guys, so this is an updated video of This is a remake of one that I did maybe 2-3 years ago. It was one of my very first videos. That video, terrible quality, didn't really explain it that well. So this is going to be a lot higher quality, and I'm going to be explaining it a lot better and more in depth and detail. Again, if you guys have any questions about this tutorial on how to solve your 2x2, please leave them in the comments down below. Also, make sure to follow our Instagram at RubiksCuber88_ official for live channel updates. Let's get into it. Okay, so first we will start off by scrambling up our 2x2, and with the Ortega method, the steps in solving it is first build a face. It doesn't have to be a full layer, just a face. Then you do the opposite sides, OLL, so you have two faces solved, and then you need to permeate both layers, PBL. So let's get started with solving the first face. Okay, so the first face, pretty self-explanatory. Once you have your 2x2 scrambled, there's usually like a bar of two colors, so I would definitely start off with that side first. So in this case, we're going to go with blue. So pretty much, I don't really have to explain this that much. Just pretty much get your cube, so your face, one face, any face, it does not matter, is one color. So in this case, it's blue. So we're going to insert like this blue piece down to here by doing R prime, and it gets 3. To put the last blue piece right here, we can't just turn the corner. We have to get it out of its place and then solve it. So again, I'll do a couple more examples of how to solve a face. So actually, we'll do yellow in this case. So what I do, a tip is always to hold the face that you're solving on the bottom, and have, if there is a bar, hold it to the left hand side. So in order to get this piece here, I'm just going to get it to the left and then hold the bar on the left and just do R prime to put the 3, rotate it. So the final piece that you need to put in is on the bottom right, and it's back here. So I just do R prime, and I'll solve the face. We'll do one more example. Solving a face is pretty self-explanatory. You just have to turn the cubes until one side is solved. Doesn't matter which one. Let's do orange. Again, you're going to want to hold your bar on the left-hand side and on the bottom. Going to put this piece in by just turning it, and then that leaves us with this piece. Just inserting it in. Very, very simple. Okay, so now once you have your face, you're going to want to go to the opposite side. So that's going to be on the side right above it. So you're going to want to hold your solved face on the bottom. Now we're focusing on this face. So in my case, the opposite of orange is red. So I will be solving the red OLL. So we have to orient the last layer, which means pretty much just solving this top face. Okay, so there are 7 different cases that your cube could be in for OLL. So the first case is this one, where you have 2 pieces on top, a bar. The other 2 just need to be flipped up to here. Okay, so a closer look at this. This is the first case where you have your solved face on the bottom, and this bar is facing up, and these two other red pieces just need to be rotated up to here to solve it. So in order to do this case, you're just going to want to hold it like this, with the bar to the left, and this bar facing up, just like this. You're going to want to do F, and then a sexy move, which is R prime, U prime, and then F prime. And then I'll solve the top OLL face. For the rest of the cases, I will be doing the yellow side because it's the most like common side for a person to be solving the OLL on, so it's a lot less confusing for you guys. So the second case is when you have your face solved on the bottom. In this case is where you have no colors of your opposite on top. The 2 bars, there's 2 bars like this. Then there's one one each on opposite sides. So you're going to want to hold it so the bar is facing to the left, and then one piece is facing you, and then the other piece is facing out into the back. So you're just going to want to hold it again with the bar on the left, one piece facing you, one piece away, and you're going to want to do this algorithm to solve it, and it's going to be F, and then two sexy moves, so R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then F prime, and that'll solve your top face. So for this case, the third one is when again, you have your solved face on the bottom, no opposite colors on top, but this time, it's two bars, one bar, and one bar. You're going to want to hold it just like this, with one of your two colors that you want to get on top facing you. The other bars need to be facing in the back, so you're just going to want to hold it so one bar is facing you, and you're going to want to do this alg. R2, U2, R, U2, R2, and that'll solve your top face. So for the fourth case, we are going to be having one piece facing up, one facing you, one back here in the right, one back here in the left. This is how you're going to want to hold it, with the one singular yellow top in the bottom left hand corner facing up, then one's going to be facing you, then one's going to be back here on the right facing to the right, and then one in the back left facing in the back. You're going to want to hold it exactly like this. One facing up, one facing you, one to the right, just like this. And this is just a soon case, so it's R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. That'll solve your yellow face. So for this next case, you're going to want to hold it. So the one piece is actually facing in the back right now, facing up. This is the opposite of soon. This is anti-soon. So one piece facing in the back, and then the next piece should be facing to the right. This piece should be on the left, facing towards you. This last piece back here on the left. You're going to want to hold it exactly like this, with these three pieces just like this. And you're going to do anti-soon, which is R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And that'll solve your yellow face. Okay, so for this case, you're going to want to hold it so your two bars are facing up and on the right hand side. This yellow piece should be facing you on the left. The other yellow piece should be facing in the back left. This is how you're going to want to hold it. For this case, the two bars on the top right, one piece facing you, and you're going to want to do this algorithm to solve it. It's R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime, and that'll solve your top face. And for the final OLL alg, you're going to want to hold it so the two yellow pieces are diagonal facing up, one in the bottom right, one in the back left, one yellow piece facing you, and then the other facing out just like this. This is how it's going to look on your cube. These two facing up, one facing you in the left, and one in the back. You're just going to want to hold exactly like this, and do this alg to solve it. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And that'll solve the top face. That is it for the OLL cases. So once you have solved both bottom and top layers, now it's time to solve the rest of the cube, which contains of this part. Okay, so now that we have both our white and our yellow layer solved, or in your case, any other two opposite colors solved, you're gonna have something that looks like this, where you're gonna want to have to solve this both layers. PBL we're on now, permeate both layers. So the first case is when you have both of your layers solved, and it looks like this, where opposites, diagonals on each, just like this, striped colors just like this, opposites. It looks very pretty. To solve it, you're just going to do a simple R2, F2, R2, and that'll solve your cube. So for this case, you're going to have your whole cube solved except for two pieces, just like this. You're going to want to hold these two unsolved pieces on the right hand side. So your whole cube is going to be solved except for these two pieces. Hold these two pieces on the right hand side. And to solve this, you can do a T-perm, which is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. and that'll solve your 2x2. So for this case, again, your whole cube is going to be solved, except for now, the two pieces that are unsolved are diagonal to each other. So in the last case, they were next to each other. Now they're going to be diagonals. So as you can see, the whole cube is solved, but these two pieces right here. How you're going to hold this is you're going to have one unsolved piece in this right corner, and then the other one is going to be back here. So you're just going to want to hold it exactly like this. One unsolved piece facing you, the other one in the back, and this one is going to be the Y perm. So it's going to be F R U prime, R prime, U prime, R U, R prime, F prime, and then a sexy move, then a sledgehammer, R U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime, and that'll solve your 2x2. Okay, so for this case, your cube is going to look like this, where you have both your white and your yellow solved. And if you look on the original layer that you solved, on the bottom here, if there is a bar of two colors and the same, you're going to want to look on the top layer for another two bars that are the same. And if this is the case, you're going to want to match up your two bars. So your cube could look like this. So again, this is the original layer I solved was white, so I'm going to be looking for two of the same colors on this layer, and it's going to be right here. And then on the top layer, I'm going to look for another two bars of the same color. I'm just going to match them up just like this, so they're both on the same side. Then you're going to want to hold the two bars facing you together, and you're going to want to do this algorithm: R2 U prime, B2 U2, R2 U prime, R2, and that'll solve your cube. Okay, so for this case, if there are no bars on the original layer that you solved, again here, there's no bars on the original layer that I solved, you're going to look on the layer that you just solved and look for any bars. So there's no bars on this cube except for on this top layer here. So you're going to want to hold the bar on top facing you just like this. So it's facing you, and you're going to want to do this algorithm: R U prime R, F2, R prime U, R prime, and that'll solve your cube. Alrighty guys, that is the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subs by the end of 2020 and to be partnered with YouTube. Be sure to follow our Instagram at RubiksCuber88_official for live channel updates. Any questions, feel free to email me at zdogs80@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.